What's up there, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new morning in Derail Valley. So today we've got a big job on hand. We're going to be loading up the train ready for action. Please do join me for this one. Do grab yourself a drink. Let's hit the rails. Right then, guys, so I said last time we've got a big job on hand today. So I've already loaded the jobs into my hotbar, so these will be in order of where we're going. So basically, we're starting off in Harbour Town, heading up this coastal route here, north, all the way up to military base, where we'll drop off our first order of helicopters, which is $95,000 worth. Then we'll go up this way, down here, heading to food factory in town, and then we're going to go this way, across here to iron ore mine west, head down to machine factory in town where we'll drop off at the military base, and then we've got 2 orders to drop off at machine factory in town. So we'll close that. I'll just show you. So we've got military base helicopters, food factory in town with some gasoline, excavators to iron ore mine west, machine factory at military base, and then machine factory in town for 2. Decent amount of money on hand. Let's get started, guys. So we need some DE6s, and we're going to be heading out a different way to what we've been before. I still want my DE6s with the slugs at the front, with the slug at the front, sorry. So what I'm going to do is give this whole load a pushback, but I just need to release the parking brakes first. So we'll do that now. There's parking brake 1. Parking brake 2, and hopefully this will be easy to walk across here without any hassle. Now the slug usually doesn't have a parking brake on, and we'll release this one as well, and we'll hop up on top here and we'll get this open and started. So there we go. Right, we'll engage everything as required. We're good. And we'll get a little bit of power on just to push us backwards. Alright, so I'm going to take these front lot down to the other end, down to the very east part of Harbour Town, ready to be loaded up. We're obviously going to load the train in reverse order, so the helicopters will go at the back. And it may be that I'm very much thinking about loading the helicopters behind the rear DE6s, so that when we get to military base, we can literally just reverse into it. So what I'm going to do is take those rear DE6s in there, grab the helicopters. In fact, we can do that now. But the only thing is just how long this section of train is. We don't want to smash the helicopters, do we? Right, we'll get that off. We'll slow down a bit. Make sure we're going into the right lane of this harbour military base. Let's go and have a look, see where the helicopters are. Okay, so helicopters are going to be right at the back. 07. We'll just see what the other one is. So 23 is also going with us. I think that'll be these. Military supplies 23. Right, we won't put those on the back. We'll just get the helicopters with this lot. Those D6s are moving very slow now. Actually, this is all set up correctly. Somebody must have known. Right, are these all connected via MU cables? Because if they are, we might be able to control this from that end, despite there only being one local one. Yeah, okay, let's try it. Okay, I don't think so. Oh no. You can hear her. Wow, that's pretty incredible. This one's not even switched on. You can control the other one because of the MU cables. That's amazing. So we will be utilising the remote most likely. I don't think I'm going to pull this with just the two DE6s at the front with the slug. I think we'll use the 4 DE6s via the remote for this. When we get to military base, we'll peel off these rear 2 DE6s in order to deliver the helicopters. We only need to switch one on, I think, because these helicopters are actually really light. 72 tons, so it's not a problem at all. Yeah, I'm hoping to make fairly quick, you know, progress with loading up this train though, because I want to be hitting the rails. Not with it, we won't be hitting them in this episode. We'll be loading up, and I may reposition these remotes if I fancy it. Haven't quite decided. But obviously time is money. We don't want to be sat around. Are those military cars, or are they just normal cars? They must be military cars, surely. We're in the military side of things. Oh yeah, you see the paint job now. Cool. Right, let's see if we can do this. Often have an issue with this. Okay, we're on with that. Right, let's put the brake on. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I'd already tightened that. Okay. Cool. Right. As I said, these rear D6s are going to be at the rear, so I do want them at the back, so I might just leave them in here for the time being. Let's disconnect them. We'll run the front lot forward, and then we'll decide what our next movement is. So there we go. Thank you for your service for the time being. We'll hop up here. Throw this baby forward. Right, so what's next? That's going to be at the rear. This is going to be next, in front of those D6s. We've got Iron Ore Mine West next. So we need to start thinking about the front of the train, which will be Order 47 and 31. Okay, we'll try halting her here for now. Pop the parking brake on there. So the locos that are going to be the cars that are going to be directly behind her are going to be the red ones, basically. I.e. the last drop-offs at Machine Factory in town. So we'll grab 4-7 and we'll grab 3-1, which is over there in lane 1. And then we'll get them loaded onto the back. Whoops, my bad. A little bit too much there. Also, we need the parking brake off. Because once we've pulled them out, we can use the other DE2, which is there, to go and get the military stuff, the other set of military cars, which we will need, because that's another Machine Factory in town drop before these, if that makes sense. So we're loading in reverse order. Still got a bit of Indy on there. And then I need to, once I've done that, bring the other DE6s down to grab those gasoline cars, which is that lot, pull them out, shunt them onto the back of the excavators, and either pull them back or push the whole lot forward down there. Depending on how full we are by then, we'll probably be pretty full in terms of space down this centre section. Might have to pull them forward, but ideally I want to use this centre part of E to load up so that we can head out that way north. Yeah, which is a route we've never been before, so I'm excited for that. And yeah, indeed, there's 5 of those. Just missed that there. Wow. Right, let's push these forward. And we'll get ready on this couple button, which will also release the parking brake. There we go. Come on then, keep it moving. To be fair, we don't need that DE2, we can use this one. It's a shame you can't program in an action so that you can, you know, have one DE2 getting on with something while you're doing something else. I think that's the thing. It's a bit risky when you start firing, you know, trains in different directions and expect them just to get where you want them to go. It's quite fun though. Right, let's hit this perfectly. Alright, there we go. So there's our first 2 orders loaded on. So what we'll do is release our DE2. Hopefully not release all of our brake pressure as well while we're on. Okay, let's go down the other end then and let's get our military stuff. Okay, slow down a bit for this bit of switches. Yeah, it's spawned another DE2 in. Alright, so the next order is these military supplies. Okay, military supplies next, and then we'll be thinking about basically our last 2 things, which are the gasoline and the excavators. Right, military supplies next. Like I've said, excavators need to go next, and then gasoline. So what I'm going to do is pull the DE6s, these ones that we've got here, up next. Okay, one thing that we can do if we really want to be kind of slightly dangerous here is to... well, we're not going to be able to do what I wanted to do exactly because we need to start these up. But just to let these sort of creep along. After us. What else have we got on here? Parking brake. Right, it's not that one. It'll be one of these. Ah. See what I mean by risky? Oh no. Look. Now that is scary, don't you think? That's happened to me before, that. That is worrying. Right, which is the parking brake? We need to go and see what's going on with that order. Ah, it's this one. Right, okay, let's go and see then. Ah, this is barely moved. And just to be on the safe side, because that D6 slot is, that's, you know, this is an expensive pull, this. 95,000 basic. So we'll just knock the throttle off and just let it roll. Yeah, I honestly find that grayscale just scary. I think it looks hideous, like, when it does that. Okay, so, yeah, the plan is to bring the D6s that are up there down here. And then it'll be, in front of those, we want the gasoline. So these. And then in front of the gasoline, we want the excavators. Okay? So what that means is that we'll be loading exactly as planned. We'll be dropping at military base first because the helicopters are right at the back. Food factory in town with the gasoline, excavators, then these supplies to military base, machine factory, and then these two at machine factory. Okay. Everything's good. Yeah, and because those are sticking out like that, we couldn't use the centre lane for loading, but it's alright. It's not the end of the world at all. Okay. Alright, so... okay, she's heading in the right direction. The only thing that we've got now is two trains heading directly towards each other. So, while that D2 is coming out the way, you see our D6s are just crawling along here nicely. Just give her a bit more. Yeah, maybe not 20k, it's a bit much actually. So we get that DE2 out of the way. Yeah, it's out of range as well. We should see it though. Yeah, and it's going 26 miles an hour. Come on, baby, you come out the way. Oh. Yeah, we've got a bit of trouble here. Right, let's stop both. Okay, I'm happy for it to go into any of these lanes, to be fair, apart from the gasoline lane. Because that would be an absolute nuisance if that happened. Right, we'll switch that, just so we don't make that mistake of not doing that. And while she's stopping, we'll go and get the D6 job. And while she's doing that, we'll shut this baby down. Actually, you know what? I've thrown all those switches there without thinking we are actually getting the gasoline next. Hopefully that's about right. And yeah, spot on. So these are 13. Where are we? 13. So we've got helicopters behind the DE2s, DE6s, sorry. We've got gasoline in front of. I hope this is making sense in some, and it's not just a crazy concept. And I hope I haven't made any mistakes here either. Right, okay. There we go. Okay, which has got the parking brake? Did we put a parking brake on? I'm sure we did. Okay, why wouldn't that turn before? Okay, so what we're looking to do is pull these out, go into here, 10. Grab these excavators, which I'm sure are the right order. 6-2. Sorry, 0-2. Yeah. And then we've already got those loaded on, so that this all then gets pushed onto the back of here. And then everything's in order. And this is 1d6, by the way. We don't even have the other one switched on. We might switch them both on for the, you know, the grand pullback, but... Okay, we'll just let her do a thing. Yeah, plenty of space now. Right, let's use this. E. So we're coming in from this end. And we want to be in 10. So there we go. So we can come forward now. Get the excavators, pull them back. And then, job's a good one. Look at those beautiful wheels turning. Looks like it's the wrong switch there. But that last one would either go into 10 or 11, so surely it is right. Right, let's just slow it down. Remember, we've got gasoline here. We want to be careful, really. Yeah, we're in the right place. Yeah, highly flammable. And also, actually, fragile as well. So, double whammy. Right, let's... get a tiny bit more brake on. Okay, let's just let her roll like really slow like that, and we'll go down here and hopefully sort this out. Here she goes. Right, I'm going to be careful to do this. Right, there we go. Right, there we go. So, last part of the puzzle, really, guys, this. We are going to be going like that. And then we might need the second D6 here. How much weight do we have on here? 440. Yeah, this one will manage, but... this is why we've got a second one. So that we don't have to struggle. Well, actually, she's not struggling at all. That's the thing. Look, she's powering away, but we'll fire up anyway. Alright, here comes the excavators. So we will be going down 1, again, E1. E1 outbound. And outbound we will certainly be in the next episode. We will just check all that because now we have got a lot of expense and a lot of fragility on our hands, so we want to make sure that this is right and good and safe. Right. It's a shame we can't use the remote control, isn't it? I say it all the time. And yeah, I've said it before, It would be great to have a remote camera on there that you can drop, and then you can have a screen inside the cab where you can see. There wouldn't be any need for any issues then, or worry or concern about where this part of the train is when you're reversing. You could watch it from inside the cab. I think that would be fantastic. It'd be like, really, for a programmer, you'd be thinking about it in terms of the same way that you're programming a mirror on a car, which we know it can be problematic for developers. There's quite a few games where the mirror in a truck, for example, has got a really low frame rate or doesn't work. There's plenty of games where we don't have mirrors. So yeah. Right, we're going to be thinking about slowing down pretty soon. We've got a long way to go to get back to our locos here. So we'll get the power off, get some brakes on. Just as it started. Wow, what on earth has happened there? Well, I guess because we've got a longer train, the brakes are more effective. Okay. Okay, well, we don't have a great deal to go. Maybe like 5 car lengths. What speed are we doing? We're going about, what, 5 kilometers, if that? So we can grab this one. That one's nicely hooked up. I don't think that's going to make it. Don't quite have enough momentum there. That'll be a bit better. Plus, we'll be a bit closer now anyway. Seems like it wants to rain, but isn't happening for some reason. Come on. Can't quite see. Is that on? Yes, you beauty. So there we go. As we say, happy days. I'm going to put the loco parking brake on. I'm going to check that the parking brake's on the front one. I'm going to shut these two down. Put the train brake on these. Shut this off. And shut this one down as well. And then we'll dash forward, and basically I want to say thank you so much for joining me. We are fully loaded awesomely. Next time we'll be driving this route as described. Really hope you enjoyed it, guys. Please do hit the like button if you did. If you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe to the channel. And yeah, guys, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of up and coming videos. But apart from that, guys, I want to say thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you guys again soon.